Today is the launch of Men's Health Week, so I'm here on the steps of Parliament with Peter Dunn, Dr Dave and Gareth Hughes, all to get our blood pressure checked.
What is it about men and their health? Why are they not proactive?
Well, a lot of the health systems aren't sort of men user friendly.
Māori have lowest life expectancy. Māori are twice as likely to be obese than non-Māori. So those statistics are unbelievable.
Absolutely.
We've got problems here in New Zealand.
Yeah, and men have to take responsibility for it.
The point of Men's Health Week is trying to address is the fact that men tend to be reactive, not proactive when it comes to their health.
This is a wonderful week for New Zealand men. It's Men's Health Week, and this event is the kick-off of Men's Health Week, and it's very, very important that we live as long as we can.
2 New Zealand men die every week of a preventable illness. Men also live an average of 4 years less than women, and death rates for Māori men double that of non-Māori men.
We live less on average 4 years than women. 370 of the 480 suicides in New Zealand last year were male. We have appalling statistics in cardiovascular disease.
I know how hard it is for people who are dealing, particularly guys who are dealing with mental health issues, to actually come out and talk about it.
What we want people to do is when they're out there, pick up their warrant fitness and complete a checklist themselves and tell them where they can go and just how they can take care of themselves.
This week has been Men's Health Week, so why is that different to women's health? Well, according to this guy here, men reckon they're indestructible, so they don't go to the doctor. And that's what's cost Te Hamua Nikura one of his testicles.
Joe Puketapu from Manatani Ora o Aotearoa says Māori men have the lowest life expectancy of any of the major population groups in New Zealand.
I didn't know I had cancer until I had a biopsy done, but I found mine in my eye.
It's that attitude, that stoic sort of leave it till later, but it's also a lot of men do lack information.
I suppose I copped the big time. I went from 115, which was my normal playing weight, when I retired, to about 164 kilos.
Well, as winter approaches, we've got to be especially aware of our mental health.
The Men's Health Week that's been advertised a lot in the last fortnight on television. You're using a lot of high-profile type sports people, and I think that's important.
You take your car in to be warrant of fitness, don't you?
Yes.
So therefore, why don't you take your body in to be warrant of fitness?
There is a lot of help out there for anybody, no matter what your problem is. And they may not find it first time. You may have to talk to a few people, but it's there, and there's a lot of professionals who know their job really well.
If you look at the contribution that Māori men have made and continue to make, it's huge. And we need to really value that and nurture that and empower Māori men to improve their health.
You find being fitter, you enjoy life better, you enjoy your family life, your job, just everything's a lot more rosier if you're fitter and healthier.
Giving up cigarette smoking is probably the single biggest thing that we can do to improve our health.
We're really hoping to, raise the profile of men's health, but in particular Māori men's health.
I went to the doctor. We get forgotten, don't we, boys? Hey, you see on television all the time, woman's cause, a woman's cause, a woman's cause. You very rarely see men's causes out there, promoted out there.
And, I've seen a few mates die, and hey, maybe this doctor isn't talking rubbish after all, and things are changing. They do want to change. So I think this sort of Men's Health Week is a wonderful initiative,
Supporting women's health has made huge improvements in the health of women in New Zealand. It's now time to do the same for men, because much of what we need to do can improve that health because the conditions that we're treating are preventable.